Hey everybody, Marlett here. Welcome to Unwrapped, presented by murphysmagic.com. What's up everybody? How are you? Marlett here. Hope your Saturday is going well. Hope you're having a good Saturday. I am coming to you from MagicCon in San Diego, where I am having a blast. I wish you were here. I do. I wish you. Are you here? If you're here, come say hello to me. I want to meet you. But if you're not, I wish you were here. It's been a lot of fun so far. But with that being said, let's get into the show, shall we? This week on Unwrapped, we have two DVDs by the company Magic Teo. It's a Beetlejuice thing. The first one is Collision Volume 1 by Ravi Mayar. Okay. And the other one is Shock Twist by Gary Jones. So let's take a look at a live performance of Shock Twist. We're good? Okay, cool. All right. How's it going? Do we look good? Do we look handsome? So good. You've never heard that line before, have you, Stephanie? Stephanie's recording. She's not a camera person either, so she's doing great, I'm assuming. We could be really out of focus right now. I have no idea. And this is Stephen Himmel, the Stephen Himmel.
Stop.
Don't do that. Don't. You and I both know you're not good enough to do that. Okay. Stephen, I have 4 jacks. One by one, these jacks are going to turn over.
Okay.
Okay, the first one happens kind of fast. Let me see if I can do it here. Huh? It's pretty good, right? That's a Marlett move, I think. That's what that was, a subtlety. Seriously, they're going to turn over one by one. If I just give a snap, the snap is what does it. There's the Jack of Hearts. Not impressed, Steven?
No.
I'll keep going. Do you just say no? Oh, you're so nice. If I just give it a snap, this is what I get for doing magic for magicians. Spade. Your spade happened. And then one more. We need one more. Where's that? The Jack of Diamonds. Pretty good, right?
That's pretty good, yeah.
Now, Steven, they turned over one by one, but now if I just turn one face down, they actually all turn face down. What? Now, Steven, here comes the shock part. What color were the backs?
Blue.
Blue. Not anymore, because actually there's a purple, pink, orange, and red.
Nice.
Whoa, high vibes. Yeah, we're cool. All right, so that was a live performance of Shock Twist by Gary Jones. First of all, let's talk about the packaging and the DVD quality. First of all, packaging is very simple but very nice. The DVD quality is fine. The menu and everything's fine. The sound's fine. Everything's fine about it, and everything plays well, looks good, and very easy to understand. Him teaching, Gary teaching, and things like that. The trick, I don't have too much to say about it, actually. It's kind of a short review. It's a packet trick, which, I'm not a huge fan of packet tricks unless they come out of context within a routine. So me personally, I think it's weird to, not necessarily weird, that's a wrong, let's strike that, take that back. Pretend I didn't say that. I'm not a huge fan of carrying around just 4 cards. I believe, and this is just me, maybe, that when you carry around just 4 cards, like you pull, someone says, hey, can you show me a trick? And you pull out 4 sevens. That's kind of an unusual thing, and I think it leads back to them potentially thinking that those 4 cards are tricked in some fashion. But if you bring out a deck of cards, have them shuffle, and then go through and pull out the 4 cards, and then do a packet trick, and maybe switch those 4 cards for the packet 4 cards, then one, I think the trick is stronger, especially in this case where at the end all the cards change color because she was handling, or the spectator was handling them. So it makes it stronger, and also I think it comes down to being less suspicious because she's already handled the cards, shuffled the cards, things like that. So it's only going to add one extra amount of effort for you to hand out the deck beforehand, have them shuffle it, and handle it, and then just switch out a packet. I mean, it doesn't add too much more to your work, anything like that. The main effect, if you couldn't tell from the performance, is all the cards are face down, one by one. The jacks, in my case, the jacks turn face up. The entire time you're seeing that all the card backs are blue, and then at the end all of them turn face back up, but then the twist is that you turn each one over, and now they're completely different colors. All 4 cards are completely different colors. The handling and the the maneuvers is super easy. It's very easy to learn. Very easy to learn. I learned it on the first try. He teaches it well. You're going to need to learn one sleight of hand move, which he goes over on the DVD as well. My only complaint is there's a few moves in here that are unjustified, and meaning he will you go through, you see one turn face down, and then you out jog it, and then you place a card on top of that out jog, but then you remove the second card and put it back on top. Those are unjustified, meaning there's no reason for you to do that. If you were a real magician, you would just show one card face up, close up the packet, snap your fingers, and now another card is face up. Does that make sense? So I feel like you need to, I feel like you need to justify that in a fashion. Now, not all magic needs to be justified. Let's be honest. I mean, it's magic. I mean, we're magicians. The spectators don't know why we're doing what we're doing. They don't know that by me out jogging a card and placing one on top, I'm actually setting it up for the next trick. They don't know that. The next turnover, they don't know that. But maybe in this case it doesn't need justified. I'm not sure. That's just my opinion. Take it for what it is. But it just seems kind of out of place to do that. And there's a few things that I changed, in the performance compared to what he teaches. But what's nice about this is that you can add your own presentation. You can even change up some of the moves if you want. But the main effect is really good, and it's just a good packet trick. So that's really all I have to say about it. So that was Shock Twist by Gary Jones. Now let's go take a look at one trick from Collision Volume 1. Okay, we're back again with the Steven deck card shuffle. Mix them up.
These are fun.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
Good. Feel comfortable with that, Steven Himmel. Steven, I hold out a finger. Good choice of fingers, am I right?
Then
A point to the card. Which one?
This guy.
That one?
Yeah.
Take a look at it.
Got it?
Okay, it's okay if I see it. The Jack of Clubs. Hold the deck for me. We're gonna do some kind of cray. We're gonna take the corner. Gonna rip it off.
What?
What? I know.
That's crazy.
That's crazy, right?
Yeah.
We take the corner, kind of just fold it up, put it in the hand, and Steven, I actually have a lighter, which I have dropped, but don't look, my hand didn't leave. My hand didn't leave, but look, Steven, I just warm up. Wait a minute, why is it? Lighter not working, but the corner's gone. But if you actually look
What?
inside, oh my gosh, the Jack of Clubs and the Jack of Clubs.
Nice.
What?
That's great.
What? And you can have that. That's for you, bro.
Awesome. Thanks for the broken lighter, bro.
You're welcome.
I'm going to go do nothing with this.
You are so welcome for that broken lighter.
That's nuts.
Yeah, blue Stephanie's mine. Okay, you can stop. All right, guys, so that was a live performance of just one trick from Collision Volume 1. Real quick, I'm going to say something, and then I'm going to go on a rant. So prepare yourself. There's a rant coming up. I'm going to rant. Okay. So the DVD packaging and production is good. It's the same as Shock Twist, so it's the same. Very good, and everything's fine with it. Okay, here goes the rant. Ready? So I've done 29 or 30 episodes of Unwrapped. And over that time period, I've reviewed a lot of magic. That's 60 effects or products or DVDs or whatever. And I've had a lot of fun doing it. But the thing is if you haven't noticed, you probably have noticed if you watched Unwrapped before, I'm pretty bad at pronouncing names. I'm just really bad. I'm bad at remembering names. I'm bad at pronouncing names. So, and I've met these guys. I met the guys from Magic Teo at Blackpool. Super cool guys. Really cool guys. And I owe one of them a Facebook message, I know. And Ravi, I don't know. The reason I don't know, though, and here comes my rant, and I'm not singling these guys out because this has happened countless times. The reason I don't know is because they, it seems like a lot of creators these days do not introduce themselves on the DVD. And I'm like, why aren't you doing that? I just spent $30 or whatever on a DVD. The least thing you can do is say hello and introduce yourself and tell me why I should learn magic from you. Because why would I learn magic for someone that I don't even know your name? You didn't say hello or anything. And that happened on both these DVDs. Now, I'm not saying that makes this bad or anything. It doesn't. Don't take this. This is just a grain of salt in me, you know, ranting. But, you know, I want a connection with you. Like, I want to know who I'm learning magic from. And also, you should just do it. Like, just say hello and say, hey, it's Kyle Marlett. Welcome, you know, thanks for purchasing my trick. And you know, this is the history and so forth. Like, you need to tell me that. Because, you know, I don't know who you are. You know, especially if it is something that, you know, if I'm a fan of Gary Jones and I'm already a fan with him, then I'm going to buy this and it's no need. But if I've never seen Gary Jones or his magic, you know, you need to, Gary, tell me who you are. Okay, that's just my little rant. Okay, so going back and off my little rant here. Collision Volume 1, there are 5 effects. RCM, which is Real Counterfeit Money, which is a bill change, but he teaches multiple different routines and handlings with the bill change. Quick Tack is a coin to sealed Tic Tac box, which looks pretty nice, very kind of visual. Credit Theft, which is one of my favorite tricks on here. The premise is really great. You borrow a credit card and you can actually peel the strip off the back of it and then you put it back on. Corner Light, which is the effect that I performed that you saw with the lighter. And lastly, Voodoo Match, which is a spectator takes a match out of a box. You put the match in their hand, wave a lit lighter around their hand. They open it up and it's now burnt. And then you take the lighter and you go back in time and you light the match and it goes off. Real quick, I'm not going to review all these effects because there's a good amount. I will say the Counterfeit Money, his bill change is very nice, super visual. He teaches multiple ways to do it with different currencies and different, you know, presentations. There's a transposition on there. There's a printed out piece of bill, a printed out bill to a real bill, and then there's a paper to money, and then, you know, so there's a good amount. Quick Tack, he teaches 2 versions of that. One of them is more visual. The other one happens in the spectator's hands, which is pretty cool. Credit Theft is probably one of my favorite tricks on here just because of the premise. I believe that utilizing credit cards for magic is very strong, especially if they're borrowed. I think in today's society it might be hard to borrow a credit card from someone just because people always worry about, you know, theft and stuff. But I've created a few tricks utilizing the back strip, and I think this is a lot of fun. But what's nice about this is you can do this with an iTunes gift card or a hotel room key, anything with a strip on it. So you don't always have to do it with a credit card, which is nice and makes it more easier to borrow stuff because normally people have, you know, point cards, you know, grocery store point, and you can use that. Corner Light is good. I did not know you could do that with a lighter, and I think that's very intriguing. And I think if you purchase this and you learn it, you should look into what else you can do with this that isn't a playing card. And Voodoo Match is probably my least favorite thing on here. Not that it's bad or anything, it just isn't as strong as the other stuff. This one is not as strong as the other stuff. So that's really all I have to say. My only other thing is, and I like I said, I love these guys in Magic Teo, but his performance style was very magician-y. And what I mean by that was there's a lot of times when you're watching this and you're learning the handling and the explanation, there's a lot of times when he just, you know, overly shows stuff for, like, you know, let me show this DVD here. Oh, what? It changed. Amazing, right? So he just overly shows some stuff, and that's, I think, very magician-y, and there's no need because, you know, when you do things like that, I was just talking to a magician here, actually at MagicCon. He would show me a thing, and I thought this was great. But the moment that he started overly showing me both sides for no reason at all, I was like, oh, well, that's a trick, Bill, you know, or that's a trick, whatever, because, you know, you're running before people are chasing you. You know, if someone says, hey, can you show me both sides, then you can do it. But if you just take out your, like, for example, if you take a bill out of your wallet, you just casually just turn it over in your hand, you've shown both sides. They don't know what's about to happen. And then when that bill changes to a 20, you just switch it out for a real 20, and then they can look at it all day they want. So that's my only other thing is, I feel like magicians need to relax when you're performing magic. Be a little more casual because you're like I said, you're running before anybody's chasing you. So that is Collision Volume 1. All right. Oh man, I used that McConaughey joke last week. I'm sorry. Take that away. Strike it. I'm sorry. That was awful. I'm sorry. Don't judge me. So that was Unwrapped. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Now, if you watched Unwrapped before, you know every single week we give away last week's prizes, and how that works is all you have to do is subscribe to this channel. I asked you last week to comment below on last week's video, tell me what you liked and what you didn't like about those effects, and you can, you could give me a little review, a short review, a long review, a shout out, whatever. I do read all the comments, so the more you write, maybe the more up it go. I don't know. And if you'd like to win this week's prizes, do the exact same thing. If you haven't already, subscribe to this channel. All it does is click that little button right there at the top, and that's all you gotta do, or below, and that's all you gotta do. And comment below, tell me what you liked about both of these, about Shock Twist and Collision Volume 1. Like I said, you can go long or short, and I will read them all, and next week I will pick a random winner to win both of these prizes. So with that being said, thank you very much for watching Unwrapped, and I will see you guys next week.